Apocalypse.
And this is the circuit diagram. It is being well explained in the classroom. And that the reading you have to take, this is the reading you have to take. First, range characteristic, you have to take the reading GS versus ID. And keeping the GS constant, that is gate voltage constant, you have to vary the drain voltage and corresponding ID you have to take the reading. After taking the reading, you have to plot the graph. ID versus VGS. And then after drain characteristic, have to come to the transconductance characteristic. In this, the drain voltage has to be made it constant, and we have to vary the gate voltage versus ID. And after getting it, the graph will be plot. The graph will be of this manner. Graph will be of this manner. Then this is the MOSFET. This is available in the market. This is IRS 740. The middle one is the drain. Right hand side, if you place it like this, middle one is the drain. You can see here, middle one is the drain, right hand side is the source, and the left hand side is the gate. That you should take care of. Then just I place a heavy thing so that it should not come. Then we are going for a correction. According to the circuit diagrams, you can see that the drain is going to the positive of negative of emitter. Now these are all three multimeters. Out of these three multimeters, two of them will be used as a voltmeter, one of them will be used as a emitter. Therefore, to use as an emitter, that is a very important thing. What you are using as an emitter, that point this red one should come to that point. That is very important. Otherwise, this multimeter may get spoiled. Here you can see, if you want to measure the voltage, measure the resistance, the red one should be connected here. And if you want to make a emitter current to measure, it should be connected here or here. But small current should be connected here, and common will remain the same. Therefore, we are using as an emitter. Therefore, it should be here. Other two are, we have to voltmeter only. The first thing is that the drain has to be connected. The drain has to be connected to the negative of drain has to be connected to the negative of emitter. That is the connected negative of emitter is to be connected. Then positive of emitter will go to the resistance, and this is the resistance of 1K. Will give in 1K. You see, this is the variable resistance you give. All resistance, as you see, 10K, 1K, 100 ohms, 10 ohms. This is all you make it to zero. Only in this you have to make it at 1. Let it make it at 1. That 1 multiplied by 1K, that resistance will be given by this box, 1K resistance. Therefore, this is a variable resistance, we can get it from here. But we require a 1K, therefore I am keeping it 1. And remaining all are at 0. Therefore, it will provide you 1K. Now I am connecting the positive of the emitter. It is going to the resistance, any of the resistance. It will go to the resistance, and from the other end of the resistance, it will come to the according to the circuit. According to the circuit, you can see it will come back to. According to the circuit, you can see here it will come to the. This is a power supply. This is a regulated power supply. These two are the regulated power supply. This is the, as in the diagram you can see, this is representing VDD. This is representing VGG. Therefore, we are connecting the other end of the resistance going to the positive of the power supply, and other end of the positive of the power, other end, the negative of the power supply. Negative of the power supply is coming to the source. According to the diagram, where is the source? Source is this. This is the source. Therefore, it is connected to the source. And voltmeter we can connect, and the voltmeter we can connect now. Now you can see this is how we will be using as a voltmeter. We'll be connecting here. We'll be connecting the positive of the voltmeter. Will be connected to the drain. drain. And then the common of the voltmeter will be connected to the source. Will be connected to the source. That means your drain part is over. Drain. Now you come to the gate part. Gate part. First you can come to that from the gate part. This is the gate. This is the gate, and then you can see that this is a power supply. Positive of the power supply is connected to the gate, and the negative of the power supply is connected to the ground. Negative of the power supply is connected to the ground. Therefore, ground is nothing but we are connecting the source here. Where is the source? It is connected to this source. Connected to the source here. Next, the power supply has been connected across the gate. Then the voltmeter. The voltmeter you connect it here. Voltmeter will be positive of this voltmeter. Positive of the voltmeter will be connected to the positive of the voltmeter will be connected to gate. Connected to the gate. And common of the voltmeter will be connected to the source, because source is always grounded. So this is connected to the source. This is the connections you are doing. After these connections are ready, then you are ready to take the reading. Because this is a very important thing. Because this is an emitter, therefore you have to bring it to micro emitter. Micro. Because we are measuring DC voltage, you have to bring it to DC voltage. Here, this is the DC voltage. Therefore, these two are we are measuring these two voltage, and this is we are measuring the current. Therefore, this is the you can see the current we are measuring. We are keeping the red is the current, and keeping this here to the current. Microampere current we are measuring, and here we are keeping in the voltage, DC voltage. Therefore, this is the thing. Now in the before switching on, you should see that your things all are in at zero voltage. Zero voltage is very important, because otherwise suddenly if you apply voltage to the MOSFET, it will burn. Now you put in the switches now, and put on the switches. Now this is now I switch on it. Now I have switched on it. You can see don't take the reading from here. Here I bring it to 2.7, because you can see that as in the board it is been given a gate voltage. You have to bring it to 2.7. There is a course, there is a fine. Fine course is for when you are changing in a large amount, you can change a fine very accurately. Now I bring it to up to 2 volt, 2.1 volt. I brought it to by the course. Then with the fine, I'll bring it to 2.7. And after that, after it crosses 2, you don't use the course, then you use the fine, so that it can be 2.7. You can see here. You can see here. You can see here that here 2.7 voltage is given here. 2.7. Very clear? That voltage will remain constant. Then only with the fine, you have to change the voltage. The voltage reading you have to take from here, and the current reading you have to take from here. As you change the voltage, you can see the current is increasing. You can look at that. You can look at that as 15.4. The current is this much current. As you are going to 25 volt. As you are going to 25 volt, current is this much. As you are going further, the current is also increasing. Therefore, every 25 millivolt gap, you take the reading. And after that, you will see that as the voltage will increase, the current will not get increased. It will get saturated. That point also I'll show you. Now you just go on increasing the voltage. You are giving 100 millivolt. Your current is 187 microampere. Now you are going to 150 millivolt. you are going 196. Now you can see I am increasing the voltage here. It is gone to 200, but your current is not increasing anymore. That means it has gone to saturations. Now you are going to 250. The current is not changing. Therefore, it has reached its saturations. Therefore, some points you have to take the reading in the saturation also. After therefore number of reading you take at a 25 millivolt gap, you take the reading, and then after taking the at least taking the reading of 8 to 9 reading, after you get a saturation value, and that you have to plot in a graph paper so that you get a graph. You'll get a graph of the shown as in the board. As you get a graph in the. Now I am coming to the transconductance. Now I am coming to the transconductance characteristic. Now when you do the transconductance characteristic, bring it back to zero again. Again you bring it back to zero. And keep the drain voltage now with a fine adjustment. Give the drain voltage now to 500 millivolts. 500 millivolt means 0.5 volt. You can give it to 5.5 volt, and that voltage keep in constant. And then you can see that the reading you are giving a drain voltage, but here reading is zero. Now you can increase the voltage here. You can increase up to two. You can increase easily. After increasing up to 2, you can increase. Then you go for a 5. See here, even 2 voltage, there is no current here. Almost current is nil. Therefore, you go for a 2.4. You can with a fine. You go for a 2.4. You can go for a 2.4. You can go for a 4 volt. It's a very you take very precaution that you go for a 2.4, and you can see that still the current is very less. Current is almost 2.4 now. The current is only 10 microampere. That means current start to rise now. Just started to rise. Before 2.4, current was almost to zero. Now current will, as you increase, you can see that current will increase very rapidly. Current will increase very rapidly. Every 25 millivolts, you can see the current is increasing very rapidly. Current is increased here. Current is increasing very rapidly. Therefore, from 2.4 onward, at a 25 millivolt gap, you take the reading, and then current has started to rise here. Understand? And then you take then you get a transconductance characteristic of this nature. Therefore, whenever it crosses the threshold voltage, the current will rise rapid manner. Are you clear? And that is the two characteristic you can get it.